Niche, what's good, Reflection? Love you, what's good? Peace to the gods. Attune, y'all. Attune. Goddess Demi, what's good, Reflection? Peace, God, how you doing? Welcome back. Niche, what's good with you? Welcome back. Welcome back to another chance opportunity. Welcome back to the dream. Welcome back to God's imagination. I just woke up from a nap, and it was a peaceful nap, and I thought that it would be cool to show y'all how I live on a daily basis. I just got out of a transitioning phase, so I'm in a new space. And I want to show y'all how I live and some of the knowledge that Chief has taught us and why we do what we do. So anyway, welcome back, y'all. Now, if y'all see over here in my little corner, that's it. You feel me? I'm in one little room. You feel me? In one room, I got me a sleeping bag right here. That black thing that you see on top of the sleeping bag is called a grounding mat, right? It's to keep you connected to Mother Nature, to the earth, while you're indoors. Now, right now, I'm in the transition of getting a tent to put outside. But until then, sleeping on the floor, right? Sleeping on the floor in this sleeping bag with my grounding mat is preparing me to do so, right? The floor feels just like the earth. It's a flat, firm surface for your body to lay on, right? I'll give you a little picture, a little panorama. You feel me? I got my feathers up on the wall. Got my red composition notebook to talk and journal. You feel me? Journal in this, some water. Right here, if you see right here, this the grounding mat cord right here. You want to stick it in the neutral part of the outlet. You feel me? You want to stick it there so that you can connect this grounding pad, right, to the earth. It's funny how it's black, how it's melanated. But right here, my computer, you feel me? God herself in the form of the divine masculine, my chief. You feel me? A little elephant decoration over here. And then other than that, boom. It's nothing. It's nothing. You feel me? Learning how to live without too much. You feel me? That's what this is. You feel me? Learning how to live without too much. And sleeping on the earth, I want to tell y'all the benefits of sleeping on the floor and why we should be sleeping on the floor. And why I have a grounding mat anyway. It's kind of self-explanatory, but I want to explain to y'all some benefits. And then I want to take y'all outside and show y'all, and give y'all like a grounding lesson with connecting to the earth. And give y'all, good subconscious reminders. If y'all see me subconsciously put my feet on the earth, it's making you do it as well. And it's good for your subconscious mind. So why do we sleep on the floor? Why do we choose to sleep on a hard, firm, flat surface instead of a bed? You feel me? Well, if you go walk outside, you sleep on the grass is very firm, it's soft. It's good, it's perfect to hold your body, right? When you sleep in the bed is like cushion, right? It not slows down, but the bed actually imprints your body in there, and the softness of the mattress allows your body to bend in. It allows your spine to bend in. Remember, your spine is your brain, like Chi teaches us. Your nervous system, your spinal cord, your brain, they're all a part of the same thing. They all are made from the same thing. Your spine is your brain. So if you're sleeping on a soft surface like a mattress, like a bed all day, you might have back pains or back aches. And this is what you see people starting to get over time. They get that hunchback because their spine begins to curve. It's called scoliosis. And sleeping on a firm, flat surface will help you, you feel me, to negate or reverse any of those type of issues that's going on with your back. So if you got back pain, it's best that you lay on the floor. You don't have to lay in the bed. Nothing else in nature lays on the bed. It lays directly on the earth. It sleeps directly on a tree. You feel me? It make it like a little pallet, just how I made right here. It makes a pallet, a nest, and it sits on and it lays on that. So that's what this is preparing you for. You feel me? Especially if you never really slept in nature before, try it out first in your house. Try it out first in your house. You feel me? You don't have to jump straight into the frying pan. You can take slow but necessary steps, because we're all going back to nature. Everybody's going to have to get back in tune and in harmony with the earth, with Mother Nature. And that means we got to start somewhere. So starting where you are at in your household. It costs you nothing to move yourself from the bed to the floor. And this will acclimate your body to be prepared to start sleeping on firm surfaces. And I'm going to tell you for real, you're going to get better sleep. You're going to get better sleep. Because remember, when your spine is straight, it's allowing your brain to get the correct electrical signals and communication from the nervous system to your brain. But if your spine is curving and you're not allowing it to get its proper spinal alignment through laying on the floor versus laying in the bed, then what's happening is your brain is not able to interpret the electrical signals that you're receiving correctly. You feel me? Sleep patterns going to be off. You're going to ache. You're going to have pains and things of that nature. So I recommend you sleeping on the floor. Don't be afraid to get on that floor. When you was a child and when you had sleepovers at your family house, your cousin's house, whoever, like I did at your friend's house, you would sleep on the floor. There's no bed. We all going to have a little powwow on the floor. You feel me? Everybody get their pallet and sleep on the floor. You feel me? And I don't really got much. I really got one bag. You feel me? I pack light. You feel me? I'm not like a bag lady. I pack light wherever I go. I bring one book bag with me full of whatever I need: clothes, toiletries, which is really like baby wipes, hygiene products, and that's it. You feel me? Not too many items of clothes, because we on a spiritual journey. I'm like a soldier. You feel me? I'm like one of God's soldiers and then God's army. So yeah, I pack light, man. And I'm always ready to move. And I don't do much, you feel me? I sit here and I get on the computer. I got my little speaker right here. What's a pillow? What about a pillow? Oh, I got a pillow. Come on now, I got a pillow. It's just underneath my mat. It's underneath my mat and underneath the sleeping bag. I use a pillow. The pillow is okay. The pillow is okay. Now, I don't know how fluffy you want it to be. I don't use too much of a fluffy pillow, so I can make sure my neck is good. But other than that, yeah, a pillow is cool. It's really about your spine. You feel me? And making sure your back is straight and laying on a firm, flat surface, so that your spine can have proper spinal alignment. And then, you feel me? Subconscious. You want to put things in your subconscious. You feel me? Well, I have a daily ritual where I pray 3 times a day. I stretch 2 times a day. And whenever I pray to Mother Lucia Isis. I pray to our Mother in Heaven. And I always pray and give reverence and honor to my chief. So I don't know who you all look up to or who's inspiring you, but it's always good to put what you want in your subconscious mind so that you never forget about it. It programs you through repetition and it's a reminder to me, you feel me? It's a reminder as to what you're becoming, because you are not who you are right now. You are who you're becoming, like the All-Seeing Author teaches us. So I got a shirt up. I don't have a bunch of stuff on the wall, y'all. I just don't do it. There's not a bunch of, you see the elephant back there, though, you feel me? You see the elephant back there, though. But it's nothing on the walls. I don't, you feel me? If you look inside the system, if you look inside of Babylon, and you go into your local towns, you're going to start seeing billboards everywhere. You're going to start seeing stop signs, yield signs, green lights, yellow lights, red lights, construction zone signs. You're going to see all type of signs prompting your subconscious to be in obedience with Babylon. So you want to make sure in your space, you either put what you want to put inside of your mind on the walls and around you, or nothing at all. You feel me? This way, it's not suggesting your mind to do things or look at things or hear things that you don't want inside of your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind runs 95% of your reality, and whatever you program it to be, that's what you will get out of yourself. So me, I make sure I keep a picture of Chief up at all times. You feel me? You know how gurus or monks in India, they keep Buddha up, or they keep they master teacher up. This is my master teacher. You feel me? This is my master teacher right here. And it's always a subconscious reminder to, hey, what would Chief do? It's a reminder. So definitely in your room, in your space, protect your subconscious. Start to sleep on the floor, man. It's good. It's good for your back. It's good for your mind. It's good for your spine. Because your spine is a part of your mind. And like I said, it's preparing you to go outside into nature. Because this is what the world is coming to. You see, the government is collapsing from the inside out. What happens when the dollar falls? What happens when the houses are all destroyed by natural disasters, by natural occurrences? What happens when the cancer on the planet, which we call the United States of America, begins to self-destruct and destroy itself? Because it has been trying to destroy nature, which is its host. But what's going to happen is that the animals, which is human beings, we are animals. Like we're not separate from nature. We are part of the bonobo ape family. Go look it up. And bonobo apes share 98.7% DNA with human beings. We're supposed to be living in nature like all the other animals. So what's going to happen when the system collapses? You're going to have to already prepare your mind. This is why, you feel me, Chief teaches the knowledge. This is why we teach the knowledge and repeat the knowledge, so that you can know and understand that it's going to be a time where you're going to have to take these same steps and get back in tune with what is. And just sleeping on the floor is just a small step, small slither into what you're going to have to do. So prepare yourself to go without. And that's why I don't have a lot of stuff either. You feel me? I remember being in a room full of stuff that I don't even need, that I don't even use, that I'm just looking at, collecting dust. Prepare yourself to go without. You don't need a lot. Nature provides everything. You're not going to want to put a dresser outside of nature. You're not going to want to put a bed outside of nature. You're just not going to want to do those things. So that's another thing with becoming like a minimalist. Learn how to do more with less. Less is more. You feel me? All the time, less is more. Be intentional about what you have around you and utilize it for what you're going to utilize it for. And just prepare yourself mentally. Prepare your body mentally to start going to live in tune with the earth. No, I'm not the real nature boy. I'm one of nature's boys, though. You feel me? I'm one of his children. I'm one of our mother's children. You feel me? I'm a repeater and a disciple of the information. You feel me? The student is not above the master. The student is not above the teacher. So with that being said, y'all get y'all butts on the floor and make sure y'all ground while y'all do it. Right? When we go outside, I'm gonna tell y'all about the benefits of grounding, but let's I want to talk to y'all about this grounding mat real quick. You feel me? This grounding mat. Simple grounding mat. You feel me? I got it hooked up. I got it wrapped up on a rubber band, so it don't have to stretch everywhere, but it can stretch a decent length. But this is what it is. Boom. It's a grounding mat. On this side, it's gonna be where you plug this cord up into. You see, you're gonna plug this cord into this side of the grounding mat. Snap it in. You can put it on your feet, wherever. It don't matter where you put it at, honestly. As long as your skin is touching it, you're gonna be good. And you want to make sure that, like I said, you put it into, you feel me? You want to make sure it's connected. Everybody live in modern day homes, so everybody has a neutral outlet. The third prong where it grounds your house electricity to a copper or metal rod outside in the ground. So you want to stick it in that neutral outlet. Boom, and now you connect it. You feel me? Me just touching it like this is grounding me. I'm an honor peace reflection. And I want to show y'all something else too. That is actually grounded. Watch this. Watch this, though. I got another device. Peace reflection. I got another device and another little apparatus to show y'all how grounding works. You feel me? This buddy right here. This is a grounding tester, an earthing tester. It works the same way as the grounding mat. You want to plug this piece up to that. It's off right now. Turn it on. It's gonna turn on green. But it has the same plug that the grounding mat has. See, look. Follow me. You see? This is the grounding mat plug right here. This is the grounding tester plug. You want to put both of them in a neutral socket. They're both in a neutral socket, as so. Now watch this. You see, the grounding mat is right here, right? Now, check this out. Now check this out, y'all. On the back of this grounding tester, it has metal. Metal is conducive for electrical energy. We as human beings are more electrical than we are chemical. So when I touch this metal, it's going to allow my being to be conducive to the charge that's coming through the wall. Now watch this. I'm putting my hand on the grounding mat right now. I'm going to turn it on. Look, on. So now it's on. Now I have to put my finger on this metal part in the back. Now watch this. Without me touching the grounding mat, my finger is on there. It's not green. So it means I'm not grounded yet. But let me put a pinky on this grounding mat. Watch what it do. Oh, hold on. Take the pinky off. Oh, put it back on. I'm grounded just by using my grounding mat in my house. You feel me? A lot of us got ailments, joint pains, arthritis, bronchitis, all type of little bodily issues that can be solved by you connecting to the earth. The earth is our natural remedy to heal our bodies and heal our mind, first and foremost. You feel me? What the mind is doing, the body is doing. If you got body pain and body issues and aches and illnesses, it's because you're thinking the wrong way. You're going about life the wrong way. You feel me? So this is very important. When you're not connected to the earth, this ain't gonna light up. But when you and all I need to do is put a pinky on that joint, just a little green. You feel me? You want to put your body on this while you sleeping, man. If you can't sleep outside in the tent on the earth while indoors, I'm sleeping on the floor. You feel me? I'm sleeping with my grounding mat. I make sure I'm still connected to mama. Showtime, what's good, God? Peace, King. You feel me? So go get your grounding tester. Go get you a grounding mat. You can get this off of Amazon for fucking $20, $40, $50 total. I know you got that to make sure that your body is always in tune with the earth. You feel me? That's very, very imperative that we know that. Yeah. So with that being said, I just wanted to show y'all my space, man. You feel me? We don't got too much going on in the space. We keep this shit light. We keep it minimal. You feel me? We keep it minimal. Some water. You feel me? Some tribal stuff up there to, you feel me? Make sure I know I'm an Indian. You feel me? You feel me? I got my chief up on the wall. And I don't really have much going on. You feel me? There's not much going on. It's no distractions. You feel me? You want to limit as much distractions that you can put around you as possible. You feel me? You don't need a bunch of stuff. You feel me? Think about it. It's people out here homeless. And people have luxurious homes with the best plush furniture and all this. But somebody outside is sleeping on the floor. How can I truly enjoy that if it's somebody else that's going without? So me, I choose to go without, so I can know what it feels like not to have everything. So I can know what it feels like to go in a minimalist type phase, you know. And it make you wiser. You get to sit with yourself. Self-reflection is key. You feel me? You have to love yourself first before anybody. And it helps me sit down with myself and think and self-reflect and go deep into my own nature. Study your natal chart. You feel me? I'm sitting here studying my natal chart, studying astrology, biology, quantum physics, melanin, grounding, getting in tune with what reality truly is, because life is a dream, most certainly. So yeah, I recommend sleeping on the floor. If you don't want to go outside yet, prepare yourself now before you got to do it anyway. Prepare yourself to start sleeping on the earth and connecting to the earth. You feel me? With that being said, I want to take y'all outside and give y'all a smooth lesson on grounding. Nothing too crazy, nothing too long, because it's pretty self-explanatory for everybody what grounding is. But I'm gonna give y'all some pointers that I have learned from my chief and that we've done our research on. And I want to give it to y'all so that y'all can do your research on it. Don't just take my word for it. You feel me? You have to go be objective and do your research too. But when I'm gonna tell you, you feel me, it's gonna help you out. But we gonna go outside. We gonna go outside. You feel me? I even take y'all through the kitchen. What's going on in the kitchen right now? You feel me? This you feel me? Some bananas. You feel me? Some avocados. You feel me? Got a seeded watermelon back here. You feel me? Spring water. We not touching this water. We not touching this water right here. This water right here, it got fluoride all through it. It got fluoride and harmful metals all through it that your body shouldn't be taking in. You feel me? You don't want to be drinking this water at all. At all. So let's slide outside, man. Let's slide outside. I'm gonna talk to y'all about grounding. It feels so good. Hold on, let me not disrespect mama, man. Let me not disrespect mama. You feel me? Definitely gotta let your skin breathe. You feel me? This is your original clothes. This is your true clothes right here, Reflection. You feel me? Your skin is your true clothes. Let's get into it. Understand that, look into nature. Nothing else in nature wears a shirt or wears shoes. You feel me? Nothing else in nature. You don't see it going against its own nature. Human beings, we go against our own nature by being humans. You feel me? We're really animals. We're supposed to be doing just as everything else in nature. Everything else in nature urinates and give its feces back to the planet. Why do we give it to a plumbing system? Everything else in nature walks on its bare feet. Why aren't we walking on our bare feet? You feel me? And I'm going to get into that too. But as far as the skin, I want to let y'all know why did he take off his shirt? It's not to be seen. It's to literally take in the elements. You feel me? Taking in the elements. Understand that when you inside the house all day and your body is not grounded, or if you're not outside walking around barefoot and you're not grounded, understand that you begin to build up a positive electrical charge in your body, right? When your body has an excessive positive charge inside of your body, what happens is your body begins to build up excess inflammation and harmful cells, right? It's called free radicals. They build up inside of your body and they create dis-ease or imbalances inside of your body. Now, if you ever look, your body is a battery. You have melanin inside of your body. You're being used as a power source or a battery to amplify your reality. Now, if you look at a battery that you put inside a remote control or something, at the end of both sides is something called nodes. 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 You got a positive node and a negative node, right? Our bodies naturally emit a positive charge, right? We are the sun in human form. Right now, my body is receiving light codes, light photons, which are protons that the sun is sending out and my body is receiving. So this is allowing me to also build up a positive charge, but I'm simultaneously connected with the earth. The earth is what? A feminine energy. It's a negative sign. So the earth will give us electrons, which is a negative charge, so that we can balance out. When two opposing electrical forces come together, they neutralize each other, right? So a lot of our
inflammation in our body, all aches and joint pains that we have, it comes from us not being connected to the earth. Now, with that being said, look at your body. I don't know how much melanin you have, but we all have melanin. There's only one race, and that's the human race. You feel me? If you look at your skin, your hands and your feet are different colors than everything on the rest of your body. Your hands, the bottom of your hands and the bottom of your feet don't have pigment. It lacks pigment. Have we ever asked ourselves, why is that? Why does the bottom of my hands and feet lack the rest of the pigment that my body has? Well, the reason being is because you are a battery, like I said, like Chief teaches. We are battery cells, human batteries, living generators. Your hands, remember, your body releases a positive charge. Your hands play as the negative node on your body, on your battery cell. Yeah, your hands and your feet play as the negative node or the negative side of the battery that allows you to receive the electrical charge that the earth is giving you. Yeah. That's why you don't have too much melanin there, so that you can absorb the electrons from the earth that the earth is giving you. How wonderful is that? We have to understand the technologies of our human body. Like the all-seeing I3 teaches us, in order for us to honor God, we must glorify our bodies. In order to love God or honor God, we must glorify the technologies of our body and live in harmony with that, right? Everybody getting back in tune with nature. Everybody hopping right into the frying pan. Oh, let's go live outside. Let's move to a tropical environment. But what they fail to realize is that you can't get in tune with the nature around you until you get in tune with your nature. You have to get in tune with your nature first. That means you have to study knowledge yourself and understand that you're a cell living on the earth like all the other animals. And you're supposed to get in tune with the earth's cell to sustain your life. This is Mother Nature. After your mother took you off her breast, she gave you where? To Mother Nature to sustain your life, to give you all the nurturance that you needed, all the sustenance that you needed. Right? Same thing with the skin, with your skin, man. This is the largest organism on your body. It's called the cell membrane. This is your brain. This is your brain because this is the first receptor to your environment. This is the organism that's receiving and getting all the transmissions of the electrical signals that you are receiving. The brain, all of that is inside the body. Your skin is the first receptor and the first brain to you being in tune with your environment. So when you got on clothes all day, what you're doing is, first off, you're stopping the flow of energy because you're trapping your energy. You're trapping the energy in your body. Two, what you're doing is you're not allowing oxygen to properly get to you, right? If you look at the organs on your face, your five senses, you have eyes, nose, mouth, ears, temperature, taste, feeling, all of these things, all of your senses are built into your skin. So you may think that you're breathing through your nostrils. You may think that you're breathing through your nose, but the bulk of your oxygen is coming through your skin, through the pores in your skin. That's why if you ever checked out an ambulance or ever seen somebody in the ER, somebody get hurt and the ambulance came, the first thing they do when they put them on a gurney is they rip open their shirt. Why? So that the body can begin to truly breathe. It needs oxygen. Oxygen is what? Consciousness. We talk about spirit this and spirit that. Well, if you go look up the definition of spirit in Latin means spiritus. Spiritus means breath. Chi, energy. Breath gives you energy. If somebody held your nose and covered your face and wouldn't let you breathe, what would happen? You would lose consciousness. The body would still be alive. The heart would still be beeping. You would lose consciousness first. So the air that you breathe is allowing you to get consciousness. It's allowing you to become more intelligent and more aware of your environment. When you lack that intake of oxygen, when we lack pure oxygen in a carbonated environment, right? Like North America, where they cutting down all these trees at an all-time high, which is creating a carbonated environment, and we're breathing in our own carbon dioxide. That's creating respiratory infections. That's why we got asthma, because we live in a region, in a part of the mind of God that doesn't allow us to have the proper resources. So that oxygen is consciousness, and without it, you have something what they call cerebral hypoxia. This is when the neuron cells in your brain is starved of oxygen. Yeah, this is the same thing that happens when you smoke a lot. You feel me? Your brain cells start to lose its ability to receive oxygen. And that's what happens when you wear clothes all day. You're not allowing consciousness to run through you. The more accessible you have, the more readily available and accessible your skin is to the elements, the better. You feel me? The better. The better. And especially when it comes to you grounding. When it comes to you putting your feet on the earth. You want to make sure that you got your body connected, because like I said, when you're not connected on the earth, remember, you walking around outside, the sun is sending you out protons. That's a positive charge. It's building up a positive electrical charge in you. It's building up free radicals in your body without that neutralization from the earth. So now you're walking around insulated, inflamed. Your body's inflamed. Insulation, right? The body needs insulation. Insulation and mucus is good in the body, but excess mucus is not good in the body, right? Excess mucus builds up when you don't connect to the earth, right? Then this excess mucus stops your cells from being able to harmoniously communicate with each other, because they have a high zeta potential, which means that your cells start to stack up in the body and they start to coagulate. This means that your blood starts to thicken up. When your blood starts to thicken up in your body, it slows down the flow of oxygen to the rest of your body. Remember, you're bone, blood, and breath. You are the sun. You are a solid, liquid, and a gas. We are the three elements. You feel me? Your body is bone. Your bones are made from the sun, right? Literally. The vitamin or the ultraviolet radiation that we get from the sun, the vitamin D, they say vitamin C and vitamin D, but it's really not a vitamin D. It's a hormone called steroid hormone D. And this steroid, your body receives it. Your body receives it, and your thyroid gland allows your body to start to produce calcium in your body, to produce bone in your body. So your bones are made from the sun, Reflection. You have to be outside. And then inside of your bone is called the bone marrow. That's where your blood is made. And then your blood carries red blood protein cells called hemoglobin. These are the cells that capture oxygen from your environment and send it to the other cells inside of your body. You are bone, blood, and breath. You are solid, liquid, and gas. And you need the sunlight. You need air. You need oxygen. You need to put your feet on the earth, because the more skin exposure you have exposed to the elements, especially grounding, putting your body on the earth, this allows your blood to not thicken up, which is coagulate. It allows your blood to start to become more thinner. It allows it to decoagulate, and it allows blood to flow more readily and at a higher velocity and intensity throughout your body, which is allowing the rest of the cells in your body to get that consciousness, to get that oxygen that it's not receiving when you're not connected. My fault, y'all. Connection. But very imperative for us to know, man. Connect to the earth. Connect to the earth. You feel me? Simple. It's simple. You don't gotta do nothing. You don't gotta pay for nothing. You just go walk outside. Now, I remember being a child and my mother telling me, put on some socks, you're gonna get sick. Put on some shoes, you're gonna get sick. Well, how can I get sick? Right? Understand that your body is very technical, man. Your body is very, very intelligent. Very intelligent. Your body is. It's a computer. And you collecting dirt, all of that, that's going straight to your immune system, and it's making your immune system stronger. It's making you more immune to your environment. So you want to go outside and get dirty. You want to go outside and touch the dirt, touch the gravel. That's going to allow you to build antibodies to make you stronger and more resistant to what's going on in your environment. Remember, they hitting us with chemtrails. It's fluoride and chlorine inside of our drinking water, inside of our bath water. It's GMO fruit and GMO foods out this bitch with red, yellow, green, purple, and orange, number 5, and all this and that inside the food. These things are harming your body, but when you connect back to the earth, it allows you to become neutral. And think about it. Look into nature. This is another thing, man. How many squares do you see in nature? How many squares do you see in nature? Now let's look at this. Now let's look at the house. How many squares do you see on the house? A lot, right? On the car windows, the structure of the house, the shingles on top of the house. It's squares everywhere, but you don't see no squares in nature. Now, what is the reason for me saying this? The reason for me saying this is that you're a mind. The first Hermetic principle is all is mental. All is mind. You are just a consciousness. And you are energy. Energy likes to take the path of least resistance. It likes to move in a spiral. That's why if you got hair like this, non-ether hair, your hair wants to coil up and kink up like a spiral. It's a reason for that. There's a very mathematical reason for this. It's because energy likes to take that path of least resistance. When you put energy in a square, you trap that energy in a box. But when you go out in nature, you feel free. Imagine sitting in the house and imagine how you feel sitting outside in nature. It's two different feelings. It's two different feelings, two different vibrations. Because nature allows your energy to flow properly. And then on top of that, this is good for your subconscious anyway. The green, everything in this dream means something. Everything is symbolic, right? Colors mean something. Colors are very important. Why is nature green and brown? Why when you look into nature, all you see is green and brown? Well, first off, we got to understand, we see brown, right? Let me walk up to the tree. We see brown because that's the core color of everything. This darkness. If you mix all the colors on a color wheel together, you're going to get what? A dark brown, a dark color. When it comes to the head of humanity and the first human being to be here, we are melanated beings. Brown people, dark and brown people. The earth is brown because we are the earth. The earth is not separate from us. You feel me? The earth is brown for a reason. It's a neutral code. It's the blueprint and template for all living beings. All human beings were originally once dark brown or brown. And then we got green. We got the green. What does green mean? What does the color green mean? If you go look up the psychology of the color green, it'll show you that green represents peace, being in harmony, calmness, stress-free. This is grounding your mind. And then you can do it simultaneously with your body. When you look at a tree, you begin to ground. You begin to be calm and at peace and at harmony. There's no way that you can have stress or be angry or mad outside. If you're going through with anybody, you got tension with anybody, you feel me? You want to have a conversation with somebody, go outside. I bet the energy is different. Nature doesn't allow you to move like that. Nature doesn't even allow you to feel that way. Not in mama's presence. So the colors allow you to be in tune with everything in reality. It allows you to be in tune with life, right? And you can play around with your environment inside of your house. You can color and paint things in your house a certain way to program your subconscious mind. Me just showing y'all this through this screen, y'all looking at it, is healthy for your subconscious mind, because what the cells in your body think I'm doing, you're really doing. It's called mirror neurons. So watch this. When you see me right here grounding, I'm making you do it simultaneously. The cells in your body cannot distinguish whether or not you're doing it or I'm doing it. So I'm healthy for your subconscious mind. You feel me? I'm showing you how to be human again. You feel me? I'm showing you how to be human again. Connect to the earth. Stay connected to mama. Think about it. Human beings have a sixth sense. Animals have something called a mechanoreceptor or magnetoreception. This is what allows them to feel when danger is coming. This is what allowing them to feel when natural disasters is happening, or to, go this way for food, go this way for water. Human beings are the same way, but we just disconnected from the earth. So our intuition, our sixth sense is blocked because we cut our hair, our hair is an antenna for consciousness because it has melanin in there. It's a transmitter for information from light codes from the sun. You feel me? We cut our hair, we dye our hair, we put weaves on, we put wigs on. We do everything to destroy our body to fit in with the system's agenda. Don't do that. You got to glorify this. This is the best beautiful spaceship or car or vehicle that you could ever have, and it was given to you for free. All you got to do is keep it maintenance, and you should want it to stay in high maintenance. High maintenance. That means going outside and getting in tune. Yeah, you might deal with some insects. That's cool. That's part of it. But the insects are here for a purpose too. You feel me? So grounding, man. Grounding. Prepare yourself to... I'm going to get me a tent, and I'm going to pop my tent up back here, and I'm going to sleep outside. You feel me? I'm going to drop my pot outside. I'm going to empty my cup outside. That's what we call taking a number one and number two. Number one is called emptying your cup. Number two is called dropping your pot. You feel me? And you can do that right outside. You feel me? You can do it right outside, just like every other animal. What's stopping you? What's stopping you from being human? What's stopping you from being in tune with the rest of what you are? You feel me? And on top of that, man, something else I wanted to say. Okay, yeah. Why it's important for you to be grounded, you feel me? Not only is because it frees up free radicals, excess mucus, it allows more oxygen and more of the elements to be received through you, and it keeps you in tune with the earth, with the universe. Matter of fact, like God teaches us, your connection to the earth is your connection to the universe. So when you connect to the earth, you connect to your higher self. Understand that the woman is the creator of all life, of all human life on the planet. She is God. We are all her children. Check it out. We all got belly buttons. This is our receipt that we all come from a woman. She is our creator. Now, when we look at the sun, behind the sun is the primordial womb of darkness, the quantum field of infinite possibilities. The sun is a less condensed version of that. That darkness which we all come from, that womb from which we all come from, because all is mental. I'm not just talking about the vaginal canal in the womb of a woman physically. I'm talking about that darkness that we are all in. When you close your eyes, you're in darkness. You're in that womb, in that primordial womb phase. The sun is a less condensed version of dark matter. It is a vacuum expressing dark matter onto the planet. That's why when you get in front of the sun, you get what? You get darker. You get darker when you stand in front of the sun, because the sun is receiving dark matter and being used as a vacuum to harness that melanin and express it down on the earth realm biologically to us. So your connection, you standing on the earth, is your connection to God, your connection to your higher self, right? So what I wanted to say and add with that is why it's important for you to make sure you connected, especially when you in the house and when you outside, especially when you sleeping. Especially when you're sleeping, y'all. Because your body is a computer. Your body is the hardware, and your DNA is the software that your brain, the hardware of your body, is computing to give you your reality. You're not receiving reality, you're projecting reality. If you were receiving reality, when you close your eyes, you will still see everything. But it's not until you say, let there be light, and you open your eyes that you begin to project reality, just like a projector in school. When you put the projector lens on, these are not eyes. These are optical organs, monitors for you to project your reality through, right? So during the daytime, what we're doing is called uploading. No, during the day we're downloading. We're downloading. This means that the sun is sending out light codes, light photons, which is truly information. Everything is electrical signals. You are a brain. This is the holographic universe. This body not real. It's all a projection of your mind, right? Your whole reality is not real. What's real about reality is that reality is a culmination of electrical signals that your five senses are picking up and sending to your brain. And your brain is utilizing your DNA, which is your astrological program, to interpret what you are seeing, tasting, smelling, feeling, and hearing. But it's all coming from within you. But everything that you think that you see outside of you is nothing but an electrical signal being formulated by your mind, by your mind's eye, by your imagination. Remember that reflection. So during the day, you're receiving information, light codes. You're downloading. Your computer is downloading codes from software updates, right? From the universe, from the sun. The sun is sending those codes down from the primordial waters of the quantum field, and we are downloading them. Now, your body is truly a device. It's like a cell phone. It's like a computer, right? When you're trying to you got an a MacBook, you got an iPhone, right? When you're trying to get the new software update, what has to happen? Well, the device itself has to be hooked up to a power source, right? You got to put the charger inside of the phone and plug the charger up to the outlet, which is the power source. The power source that the charger is connected to is the fucking grounding rod that's keeping the electricity grounded outside. So it's really connected to the earth, which is everybody's power source. So when you're trying to get the software update, the new iOS system on your MacBook or on your iPhone, you got to plug it up to a source, to a power source. And then you have to what? It powers down and it goes to rest. So when we sleep, we don't go to sleep. We actually rest. We're resting and charging up and processing the information that we've been getting from the sun during the day. So at nighttime, in order for you to truly upload that software update, upload those new light codes and software updates that you got from the universe through the sun, through that sunlight, you need to be connected to your power source. And the power source for the human body is the earth. That's why we got to ground them at indoors. That's why we got to ground it. That's why we ground outside if you're going to be outside in a tent. You have to be connected to a power source so that you can properly store and upload the information that you got from the sun during the day when it was out. Just like a cell phone. You can't upload that software or those new codes inside of your DNA for you to process it and utilize in your reality unless you ground and connect yourself to the earth while you are resting, not sleeping. You're a computer. You're a device. You're a cell phone. You feel me? We're cell phones, so it's really beautiful information, man. We getting back in tune with nature. That's what everybody is coming to. All roads lead to the source. An ancient Egyptian proverb states that the shortest and quickest road to knowledge itself is through what? Through nature. And your whole purpose of being in reality is to do what? To know thyself. You can't know thyself unless you study biology. Because you're a cell. You started off as one zygote cell inside of your mother. And then through mitosis, that cell split until it became 1 trillion cells, 50 trillion cells that make up the one body that they all move as one unit. You gotta study the DNA of you, the software of you, what makes up you, what makes you what you are. So astrology, biology, quantum physics, melanin, the grounding. Study that melanin. The earth is not brown for a reason, for no reason. You feel me? Look, it's brown. It's brown like me. I'm brown like the ground. Why am I not connected to the ground and I'm brown like the ground? Because we've been programmed to go against our own nature. Simple. Understand that Babylon, the Matrix, the United States of America, it's a corporation. We say we live in a dream, right? They call it the American dream. Well, that's really a nightmare. Because this whole system has been designed and built around going against nature. Living against nature, living backwards. That's what we call the devil. If you look at the word devil and you turn it around, what does it spell? It spells lived backwards. Devil spells lived backwards. So the devil is not a person, place, or a thing. It's an energy. It's a spirit that can travel through any one of us. And we can be utilized as a battery and a power source to live against our own nature and be an example to other people of what not to do. And you don't want to be that example in your reality, man. It comes with a lot of pain and suffering. It comes with you living in a hell state of mind. Hell is predicated upon suffering. But suffering, you only suffer because of ignorance. Ignorance is lack of knowledge. In Hosea 4:6, it says, my people were destroyed because they went against the laws of God. They had no knowledge. We lack knowledge of self, so we perished. What happens when you don't know how to live properly? When you become a cancer. When you start to get cancer. Diabetes. All type of things start to happen to you when you start to live out of harmony with the rest of what you are. When you start to live backwards. When you start to be the evil one in your reality. Nobody's doing it to you. You're doing it to yourself. And remember, all sickness and illness starts from the mind. It all starts from the mind, Reflection. What the mind is doing, the body will be doing. If the mind is healthy, the body will be healthy. If the mind is at dis-ease, the body will be at dis-ease. It will be at an imbalance. And this is where you start, man. This is where it starts. Everybody want to look for instant gratification. IG. Everybody want instant gratification. Oh, I'm going to go get liposuction. I'm going to get me a BBL. Oh, I'm going to just go get this organ taken out of my body. No, that's stupid. That's stupid. People don't want to put the work in because it looked like this. Because it looked like something that nobody ever showed us. You feel me? There's no shortcuts to you becoming God, Reflection. There's no shortcuts to you becoming back in tune with God. Back in tune with Mother Nature. After your mother, right? Because your mother is God. Your mother is the creator. The woman is the creator. After she took you out of her body, after she birthed you, she had everything. First off, while you were in the womb, she had everything in her body to take care of you, nurture you, everything. Do that umbilical cord and that placenta. You were being nurtured and sustained inside of that womb for 9 months. Then when you came out, she put you on her breast. She put you on her breast. And she gave you milk and she sustained you that way. But when it was time for you to stop using her for sustenance, what did she do? She gave you to Mother Nature. Mother Nature is the woman's higher self. Yes, Mother Nature is the woman's higher self. And when your mother gave you to nature, she connected back to her higher self. And guess what the earth does? Everything that you need comes from the earth. The oxygen that you breathe, the water that you eat, the water that you drink, the food that you eat. Even your shelter. Everything comes from nature. Mother Nature, our higher self, our mother in heaven, is what's sustaining our life now. And we are to always honor that, man. We don't realize how much the earth provides for us. Yet we destroy it. We go get money, which is cotton and linen plants. We go build houses and all this unsustainable shit, and we got to cut down and destroy our environment to do so. It's stupidity, Reflection. It's really a mental illness. It's called retardation. When the mind is underdeveloped, you become retarded. I'm not being funny. Retardation is a mind that is underdeveloped. And we have underdeveloped minds. We are retarded. We are all in an institution. We are all in a psych ward right now that we call the United States of America. Understand that. So most certainly, y'all, get in tune. Get in tune. Don't take no shortcuts. Stop taking the easy route out. Stop going to the hospital and get that medication. You feel me? And if you watching your people do it, you got to get the fuck away from them because they sick. If they don't want your help, you get the fuck away from them. They sick and they only gonna do what? They gonna show that sickness to you and your subconscious mind by you just being around them. And you gonna find yourself saying, oh, well, my mother had cancer and died of cancer, so it's in my genes. Stop it. Stop it. It's not in your genes. You feel me? How you choose to go about those genetics says everything about what you are and who you are. This is the age of Aquarius. Do it yourself. DIY. You feel me? There is no government. You are governing yourself. You feel me? You're supposed to become your own nurse, your own doctor, your own lawyer, all of that. Your own wife, your own husband, until we all come back together on the same frequency. But right now, it's time to do it yourself. It's time for you to rely upon the earth and have faith and trust that Mama's going to provide for you. In Matthew 6:25, it says, do not worry. Look at the birds and the bees of the field. They do not store, nor sow, or reap, or store away things in barns, yet they're still provided for. Look at the lilies of the field and how they're grown. Look at how beautifully they are clothed. Not even Solomon, the richest man in the world in the Bible, not even Solomon in all his splendor, all his riches, was dressed like one of these lilies and one of these flowers on the field. Are you not more valuable than they are? Ye of little faith. You feel me? Mama gonna provide for you, but you lack faith. We've been taught to go against nature. We've been taught to not be in tune with the earth. We don't know how to dance with the earth. You feel me? Now is the time for you to, let me do it myself. Let me go outside and see what this ground is here for. It's hot out this bitch. I'm sweating. That's good. Your body is cooling off naturally through you sweating. And it's also releasing toxins in your body. And I'm grounded. You feel me? I'm being put at complete balance and harmony. Do it yourself. Eat from the earth. Sleep on the earth. Make sure you drink it from the earth. Make sure you're dealing with people that love the earth. You feel me? Only surround yourself around people that want to be in tune with the earth. Not nobody that want to go to work and they own a fucking tree factory. They own a tree service. I remember going to school. I was going to high school. It was a kid on the wrestling team that was on the team with me. His family owned a tree company, a tree cutting company. I never really realized it until now. Like, damn, hold on. They own a tree company. These niggas making money cutting down trees. Don't you know the trees and the water is what's giving us our oxygen? We give our carbon dioxide and emit that into the atmosphere, and the trees and the water alchemize that to give us oxygen. When we cut down the trees, we're stopping the flow of oxygen. We created a carbonated environment. Yeah, we might as well be walking around in smoke and smog all day. But we don't realize this shit. We don't realize what we got going on. We don't realize what the system is doing, where people is going to work for money to destroy the planet. That is called cancer. Cancer is a cell inside of the body that is malignant, that goes against the instructions and the flow of the natural state of the body. It goes against the host. What happens when you are a cell? Because all human beings are cells. We are made up of 50 trillions of cells. We are a cell living on Earth. We live inside of God's body. We live inside our mother's womb right now. And what you do right now is creating a new reality, a residual reality for when you wake up in another dream state. Crazy. But right now, man, we gotta really realize that, damn it, everything that we're doing is being a cancer on the planet. Cancer goes against the natural flow of the body, the natural instructions of the body. And guess what it begins to do? It begins to steal oxygen and blood supply from cells, from cells that are immune, from the immune system cells. So they begin to steal nutrients inside of the body from cells that are healthy. They begin to impede or impress their sickness on the rest of the cells in the body, and basically makes that cell adapt to being a cancer. And this is what you see going on around the world, man. All this working for money, all this shit, it's a cancer, man. In order for you to get money, you got to take from somebody else. Nothing in nature has money. We have an economy within a natural ecosystem. The ecosystem is our economy. Economy, yeah, everything has been alchemized from the original matrix, which is nature, man. The economy that you go and work for, no, there's already an ecosystem at hand. It's called cosmic currency, right? Giving back what you take from the earth. How do you think every other animal in nature is provided for? Well, they eat from the earth, right? And then what do? They go give their pot and their feces, their pot and their soil back to their urine, which is their urine and feces. They go give it back to the earth. Why don't we do that? We just take from the earth. Everything that we eat comes from the earth. We take from the earth and we don't give nothing back. That's stealing. That's not honor. That's not reciprocation. That's not being grateful for what you've been given. That's stealing. And that's what the devil does. The job of the devil is to do what? Kill, steal, and destroy. And we have become doused in that type of mentality. It's a European mentality. I'm not talking about a person. I'm talking about a mentality that allows you to go against your own nature, because you lack connection with it, right? Who are the most people that's connected with nature? Well, black people. Caucasians, nothing wrong with y'all. I love y'all. I love myself. But Caucasians are less connected to nature because they lack melanin. Melanin is intelligence. It's cosmic intelligence. It's universal intelligence. So when you have melanin, it allows you to naturally be able to be in tune with the planet. That's why the planet is brown. When you think about a earthling, you don't think about no Caucasian person. You think about a black person. So some gems for y'all, man. Get in tune. You get in tune with the earth as you get in tune with God. Take them clothes off. For real, women, men, for real, y'all, I'm being serious. Take your clothes off. These are your real clothes. Look at your nipples. We all, and this right here just go to show you that everybody's a woman. For all the men out there, I want you to know that you are your mother. You are a woman. You feel me? You are a genetic adaptation or genetic evolution of a woman, right? Your penis is an extended clitoris. Your ovaries are descended testicles. Your testicles are descended ovaries. Go look it up. Your nipples. You feel me? You got nipples just like the woman. We just not lactating. We came out of our mother. Everything that you are, your bones, your hair, your skin, your sperm, your penis, your testicles, all of that was made inside of a woman. You are that woman. And the woman is not separate from her body. You are her body. And we're still living inside of her body, connected to the planet, which is Mother Nature, her higher self. Remember that, y'all. You feel me? The woman is the creator. We all come from her. She is the tree, and we are the fruit, right? We all have belly buttons. The belly button and the umbilical cord is the stem. We are the fruit on the tree. Men are the fruit on the tree. The fruit bears what? Seed. Men have what? Semen. Semen, sperm. We have seed to be fruitful and multiply. We are the fruit attached to the tree through a stem, which is the umbilical cord. Come on now. I just wanted to slide that in for y'all. You feel me? That's a gem that the All-Seeing I 3 dropped on us. But as far as your nipples, why you need sunlight? If you look at if you look at your chakras, because chakras are really organs. You feel me? Your chakras are really the organ or the important organs that you got on your body. Yeah, the chakra system. They're your glands. Right? Chakras are really glands. Your penis is a gland. Your vagina is a gland. Your breasts are glands. Now, if you look at your body, you have melanin. The darker you are, the more sunlight you need. Now watch this. Look into society. They make women wear bras and make women wear shirts. The man could walk around with his t-shirt off and it'd be normal and natural. But the woman is hypersexualized or over-sexualized. And that's ignorant. Because the woman, she definitely, even the man, but all human beings need to be, in their clothes need to be off. For instance, for a woman to properly make the proper nutrients and milk that she needs to sustain a baby from her nipple, from her breast, look at your breast. Your areola is darker than the rest of your breast for a reason. Yeah, that's because that's where the milk come out. That's where life force comes out of. If you look at the penis on your body as a man, your penis is darker than every other part of your body. Why is that? The reason being is because that's life force. Life force is coming out of that because it needs more sunlight. It needs more sunlight. So understand that Babylon has stopped us and made us docile to the fact that we need sunlight to be operating at a premium. It's a necessity. It's needed. It's not a want, it's a necessity. It's needed. So do your body justice. You feel me? Your body is the subconscious. It's got a whole mind of its own. When you got to use the bathroom, the body go. Honor your body, man. Give your body that sunlight. It needs life force. It needs to be in tune. All right, y'all? And make sure you ground it, man. Get you a grounding mat. You can make you a grounding pad just from scratch with a piece of cardboard, some duct tape, a wired hanger or something, and a little screw or a nail, man, and some aluminum foil. That's all you need. You can make a grounding pad right where you at. Inexpensive. You don't have to go purchase one online. You can go make one. It's inexpensive for you to do so. It'll cost you about $5 to $10 for you to get the material you need to make a homemade grounding pad. Or you can simply go outside and make sure that you ground it for at least 30 minutes to an hour a day. At least. And watch how you feel afterwards. Watch how you feel. Watch how you feel at peace. It's a sense of contentment and calmness. Because what happens is that when you ground, it immediately starts to free up free radicals from your body. Immediately. It immediately starts to decoagulate your blood. It immediately starts to get rid of excess mucus. It immediately takes stress off your nervous system. Immediately. As soon as you touch the ground, nervous system healthy. Nervous system back happy. As soon as you put some shoes back on, nervous system not happy. Because it's not getting the proper electrical charges. Remember, rubber and wood are insulators. They're insulators for electrical current. At the bottom of your shoes are rubber and wood. It's designed like that for a reason, to keep you disconnected from God. Come on, man. The lower self is very intelligent as well. The cancer cell on the planet is very intelligent. Rubber and wood are insulators to your connection to the earth, for you to receive the telluric energy that the earth has for you. Not only that, when you're grounding, you're actually grounding the mind. You neutralize the left and the right hemisphere of the brain. You put them in harmony with each other. And what your mind starts to do, your body starts to do. So that's earthing, man. That's grounding. I wanted to show y'all, you know, how a nigga was living. You feel me? How I sleep, why I sleep the way I sleep. It's preparing me to get back out here. You feel me? To get back in tune with nature, man. We're going to be living in villages, living in tribal communities and indigenous to the land again, man. Some of us. I know I am. You feel me? I know I am. But, you feel me? Everything that I'm doing is preparing me for that, man. It's all preparation. It's preparing for, you feel me? Preparing for me to get closer to God. And I hope y'all got the message today, man. Reflect the life from the all-seeing eye 3. 3's is Christ, you feel me? Shout out to God. 3 is free, you feel me? Y'all go check out YouTube, God's Imagination. Y'all go check out my YouTube, King Jax 369. I will be posting this video up on my YouTube. So just in case you missed it, you can go catch up on it, man. You feel me? We document everything, man. We document everything so that when I die, you know how everybody going to work? Bitch, I'm about to get $1 million, this and this before I die. Okay, but when you die, you can't take that money with you. You only gonna take your consciousness with you. When you go to sleep at night, do you take your body with you? Do you take money with you? Do you take cars with you, a house? No, you don't. You only take your consciousness. And how you thinking and how you was using your consciousness, it projects you a new reality contingent upon how you was already thinking. So, you feel me? Storing my treasures up in heaven. So when I transition, when I die, and I get that, I do that performance review on my life, and my subconscious projecting me God, which is really me, you feel me, my higher self, it's gonna be like, job well done, man. You was out teaching. That was my job, to proclaim the kingdom of God. We don't work for money. We teach, man. We give from our heart, and we let the universe provide. That's what everything else in nature is doing. It's being its natural self, and it's letting the universe provide. You feel me? So when I transition, you feel me, the universe gonna, Chief gonna pop up good deeds. Good deeds, my son. Good deed. You did well. You did well. You get to pass on to the next stage, the next phase, the next dream. You beat this one. You overcame this one. You beat the trap of money. You beat the trap of having children. You beat the trap of going to work and being a millionaire and being a star and all this celebrity shit. Fuck all that. You feel me? What have you done today to help humanity? Money ain't helping humanity, because first off, you got to take that money from nature, because it's cotton and linen plants. You got to take that from nature, first off. Second, the person that you get the money from, they got to go give they melanin, which is their energy. They got to be used as a battery source in the system to get the money. That's showing everybody else what not to do. So all around is just demonic. All around is just demonic. So, man, store your treasures in heaven, man. They can't come steal this. They can't come steal this. Moth and vermin can't come and destroy this. So I'm going to make sure I put this on my YouTube, man, and preserve the teachings that, like my chief has taught us, man. 3 P's: practice, perfect, and preserve. You feel me? You practice your knowledge to a fact where there's no defaults or little to no defaults. Then you want to perfect it. Master your craft. Then you want to preserve it, man. Document this shit. So when it's all said and done, nobody can say, hey, you weren't doing this. You weren't teaching nobody. You weren't doing what you was telling people. No, I was. You feel me? Because you only lying to yourself. And I'm recording this for myself. I'm really talking to myself. And I'm recording this for myself so that I know I'm doing the right thing, man. So with that being said, man, I love myself, y'all. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses, man. Enjoy, man. Enjoy your chance and opportunity. Go connect. Reflect the life of my chief, man. Peace to the gods.